Hello everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie and today's case is based on Vanessa Morales. Vanessa Morales was born on September the 7th, 2018. This is a child that has been missing since December 2019 when her mother was found dead in their home. Vanessa was only 1 year old at the time of her disappearance. She has been missing from Ansonia. The Ansonia officers responded to a home on Myrtle Avenue on December the 2nd, 2019. After a 43-year-old Christine Holloway did not show up for work and her family and friends had not heard from her, the officers had found Christine dead and there was no sign of their 1-year-old daughter, Vanessa. An Amber Alert was issued for Vanessa, but she was never found. Christine's death would be ruled as a homicide. In February 2020, Jose Morales, who was dating Christine and is Vanessa's father, was arrested and charged with murder and tampering with evidence in the Christine's death. Jose Morales was the last known person to be seen with Vanessa, according to the Ansonia police. He pled not guilty to the murder charges. If anyone has any information regarding this case, then they are asked to call the police of Ansonia Department on 203 735 1885 and also the FBI tip line, which is 203 503 5555. The FBI has offered a reward of $10,000 to anyone who can lead the investigators to Vanessa or who turns her over to the authorities. A year after Jose Morales was charged with killing his girlfriend in Ansonia, his defense attorney is still reviewing a trove of evidence that he received from the state as the search continued for the couple's missing daughter. In the short hearing, Jose Morales' attorney was called Kevin Smith, and he is said to need to confer with the prosecutors as he resolves the issues that is accessing some of the discovery of the material that they provided in the case. Supervisory Assistant State's Attorney Howard Stein had then been adjudged to Peter Brown that the state had provided over 20 gigabytes of materials along with links to hours of body-worn camera footage from Ansonia police officers. It remains very unclear when Morales, who has pleaded not guilty to the murder and tampering with evidence charges, will reach a resolution or go on trial. Brown continued the case to May the 14th. Morales had remained held on $5 million bond for the December the 2nd, 2019. The death of Christine Holloway. Despite an exhaustive search, police still have not found the couple's daughter, which is Vanessa. The death of Christine was very much determined to be caused by a blunt force trauma, and Jose claimed that he was in the Myrtle Avenue home when he saw men running towards the front door, and police had said Morales claimed that he was on PCP and was punched in the face and knocked out as he tried to call 911. Police had said Morales maintained in subsequent interviews that he had nothing to do with her disappearance or her killing. A arrest warrant and affidavit shows that in the final interview with the investigators on December the 23rd, 2019, Morales said he would never do anything to Christine or Vanessa as he had loved them both. He said that the person who killed Christine would have Vanessa Morales. There was a car that was spotted on surveillance footage on December the 1st, 2019 near a kid education donation clothing bin in Derby, and the police had said the workers were sorting out the bin in Hampden and they found numerous things, which was blood-stained items including puzzles, children's books and a man's shirt who tested positive for Christine's DNA. And this is where I decided then to do a tarot card reading. So that is the research I could find so far. and I decided to do a tarot card reading on this case because I felt inclined to do it. And I've done 4 main questions. Number 1 is, what happened to Vanessa? 2, who was involved in her disappearance? 3, where is Vanessa? 4, what is the final outcome to be for her case? So we had, what happened to Vanessa Morales? So we had reverse 6 of Pentacles. So there was some abuse of power and someone who was very much underpaid, or there was an underpaid loan from someone that may have been some debt crisis. There'd have been a theft or con artist that was involved. Queen of Pentacles, there was a woman who was very involved in fine living. There was a very hard-working person that was very faithful, domesticated parent that may have been working in hospitality or working with animals or children. Ace of Swords, there was some type of mental clarity and an accident and a sense of a breakthrough. 3 of Swords, so there was sadness, a bad trauma, and pouring someone's heart out. There may have been a love triangle that was involved, and there was arguments and angry words that were spoken. Reverse Justice, there was a sense of someone that was being very much victimized, and someone was treating Vanessa unfairly. Reverse Moon, there was a lot of fears that was faced and being overwhelmed with them, but things started coming to light. 8 of Pentacles, there was someone who had financial security that was a hard-working person who kept attention to detail in things and was doing some close inspection on Christine and Vanessa and Jose's home. Reverse 4 of Swords, there was someone who may have been in jail or not come out of jail that had this crime that caused a death. 9 of Wands, there was a sense of being protected and guarded from trouble and being alone and isolated. 8 of Swords, there was restrictions and being silenced and being hopeless, and there was a lot of fear and terror. Who was involved in the disappearance of Vanessa Morales? Reverse Death, there was someone who had something from the past that had resurfaced, causing a lot of trauma and refusal and a death. Reverse 10 of Swords, there was someone who survived the attack and there was someone who didn't survive. There was someone who needed to pull themselves together. Knight of Swords, there was a sudden arrival of a blunt and direct person who was very rebellious, that took action, who also done some risk, that got in some dispute and a lot of arguments. Reverse 10 of Wands, there'd have been someone that was taken advantage of and also learning to say no and was taking on way too much than they can handle. Devil, there was obsession and addiction. There was jealousy and controlling, someone who was hiding there, and also there was violence and domination that was involved. Reverse Queen of Swords, there was a obsessive, compulsive, vindictive woman that was involved that was very cruel, and also may have had infertility issues that had some separation. 9 of Swords, there was someone that was very unhappy, that had a lot of anxiety and stress, that was grieving, that felt imprisoned. 5 of Wands, there was a lot of chaos, struggles and disturbance and fighting. Chariot, there was a car-related and travel-related incidents and issues that was involved with someone hiding behind a mask and trying to control their own emotions. Where is Vanessa Morales? Reverse High Priestess. Vanessa is seemed to be left on her own, but is being very much isolated. There is a lot of frustration and impatience. Star. She is near some land and water. There is a lot of hoping and faith, the calm after the storm. Reverse 9 of Pentacles. There is to be a cover-up that may have been involved with putting a child into trafficking. Reverse Knight of Cups. There is someone who is a con man, that's manipulative, a unrequited love of someone who was involved. They were very upset that couldn't face up to the reality. They may have had drugs, sex and alcohol abuse. Seven of Pentacles, there's someone who may be near the time of retirement or does farming, that have that kind of involvement. Reverse Five of Swords, there was some criminal behaviour, gambling, arrest, abuse, revenge, and a burial. The World, there is to be around family and friends. Four of Wands, there is to be a reunion and a gathering. Reverse Temperance, there was inappropriate behaviours and a lot of consequences. Sun, there was something about gardening and horses and success and innocence. Ace of Pentacles, there is to be some money or inheritance or financial stability that is involved. Hierophant, there is someone who's religious or traditional, or there is something to do with a funeral. Reverse Six of Wands, there was unwelcome news that Vanessa was stolen and someone not being very supportive, and there was a sense of some type of disgrace. Reverse Two of Swords, there's a sense of being guarded and afraid of everything and hanging on to pain and hurt and being torn apart. Was the final outcome to be for Vanessa Morales' case? Reverse Empress, there is to be a woman who is overly protective and controlling, that is demanding and unhappy to do with this scandal. Emperor, there is to be a male that is a governor or a judge to look at the facts and find out the person who is accountable. And that is the case of Vanessa Morales and the tarot card side to it. If you enjoy my videos, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if there's any other cases you'd like me to work on, feel free to comment in the comment section below. And until next time, take care.